best place to go is Mondex HR Fit. So if you are you want to get into the working environment, then I would urge you to contact them. As we move on with today's presentation, Sia for today is going to put details of the company, on board, so that if you want to reach out to them, you can do that. Also, she has been working in the HR field for the past 20 years. She's also a lecturer. She's been lecturing since 2010, and I bet she's one of Ghana's finest. We are going to be treating the topic, soft skills for better working relationships. That's going to be our topic for today. Before I introduce my guests to come on board, I would want us to take note that this program is a proud initiative of the woman of God, Prophetess Rhoda Anna of Manifestation of Holiness. As we go on, we will be putting information regards the meeting days of our platform. We'll be putting it in the chat, and then I will be announcing it as well. Once again, you are most welcome. Without much ado, our guest for today is in the person of Dr. Mrs. Monalisa Kafui Annenu. I call her Mona. Mona, if you can hear me, your audience would love to see your face, and then let's roll, let's zoom together. Soft skills for better working relationships. What is that?
Okay, thank you very much. Plenty accolades.
Doctor, your microphone is so low, we can barely hear you. If you can increase the volume, we'll be grateful.
All right, just a second.
Right.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's okay. You look wonderful out there, as always.
So we thank
Let's
God.
zoom together. Let's roll.
Yeah, we thank God for this opportunity. Asori is good. Asori is powerful. But we need to work so that when you get to heaven, God does not ask you, I gave you the talent. Did you bury yours? What did you do with it? So much prayer, but much work. And basically, all over the world, people are much concerned about certificates. And so we gather all the degrees and all the professional certifications, and the actualness of doing the job is not there. So you get into the working world and you realize that there's first class and there's pass, and yet the middle ground of doing the actual thing. How do we gel to make it work? Because outcome is what the employer is looking for. It's not there. And that is where we come in. So we basically lay the foundation to tell people that certificate is good because it gets it out there, but you need a character. You need an attitude. You need a certain behavior trait that the employer is looking for. So employer is not only looking for your certificates, they're also looking for the soft skill that the certificate does not give. The certificate only gives you theory.
Right.
It guides you. It gives you the four corners of how to get into the working environment, but it doesn't tell you what you will encounter in the working environment. Now, human beings are the ones that work in the working environment. And so if you're just thinking about your certificates, please forget it.
Yeah.
So it's best if for our foundations, we have a fair idea of what soft skills are. And basically, soft skills tell us about traits, human traits, characteristics, attitudes that make human relationships work better to achieve the outcomes that the working environment looks for. Okay, now if we talk about soft skills, we're not basically just talking about Obibeka said, oh, they also skills, and no name. Which particular do we say are soft skills? Now, for the working environment, I would start with communication.
Right.
Everybody, every relationship needs communication. But when I talk about every relationship needing communication, I'm not just saying, and one is, oh, sorry, I also wakasa.
Right.
And one, no. You don't just do makasa and that solves our problem. No. You should be able to listen to people. The ability to listen. We're not listening to people. We're not giving them the opportunity to talk. Somebody wants to air their grievance. We don't give them. Somebody doesn't understand what you're saying. You don't want to listen to them. And it brings conflict when you cannot hear people because they are talking, but you cannot hear them. So we must have the ability to listen to people.
Yeah.
We should also have non-verbal communication cues. And when we were growing up, our parents, they didn't used to say certain things, but we used to hear it.
Yeah.
We could pick from those cues. Why is it that when we go into the working environment, we're not able to pick those cues from other people? Because we think they're not my relative. They're not my friend. They don't belong to my clique. This is how they are. So non-verbal cues, they are non-verbal. We don't speak them, but they are what they are. You should be able to identify with the person, even though he did not talk. It didn't come out verbally, but you should be able to pick when they talk. When a group member or team member says, Enkasa, maybe he or she has done a sign language for you.
Yeah.
You should be able to understand and not embarrass them at that point, because then a good relationship now, maybe we're in a team, maybe we're supposed to be presenting something. Probably you're the one who knows better. But at this point, and yet better, it's a teamwork. So don't embarrass that person. Don't choose that time to embarrass that person. It means he or she is saying something. Identify with the person. So we must learn what the non-verbal cues are in communication and be able to identify when one is talking to the other. We should also be able to be concise and clear when we're saying things. Go straight to the point. I'm not saying or embarrass the person, not that kind. No, be clear. And say it as it is and let people understand. And just because you want to say one thing, just say it as it is. Just know how you say it and let people get a better understanding of it. It brings a lot of clarity. But please, in saying clarity, please, let's be humble about communication when we are being clear on it. Somebody says, media makan, and one is straightforward. Now the aboni paneni po. Is it right? No.
Not always.
You may offend someone in the process. Then all of the work you have put into the relationship that you have in the office is long gone, because our temperaments are different. Now, temperaments are different, meaning that sometimes somebody's hot-tempered. Another person can take things very slow. They're cool with anything. Hot temper for no. So immediately they get offended. Anything could offend them. So you are being clear. You think, say, you are just being clear. But downstairs and one was all of the relationship is gone. And you don't want that in the working environment.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Some people, when you step on their toes, they forgive you. Other people, when you step on their toes, it's a slap. So you know the kinds of things you are clear about. Be clear with humility. Be clear with wisdom when you're saying things. You should also be friendly. Please, some of us, we say, and I mean, me, but when you say, uni yonkwa, this is a working environment. We want to accomplish uni yonkwa tselfi and koyeduma. What wejuma? And your work is one now.
But you're definitely going to work with people if you have your own business.
Definitely. So there's nothing like and I would you're the only one who gets I'm not friendly. Because I'm not friendly. They even say, yeah, I don't have friends. Oh, yeah, we all don't have friends. Seriously. But please, the work must be done. Whether you own the organization or somebody owns the organization, we all want the same outcome.
Right.
Success, victory at the end of the day. The output should be effective output, efficient output.
Yeah.
And you have to be friendly to be in a team because you're not an island. You have to be friendly to put your words across, to put your input into what the team must get. Some of these things, it will take only somebody with effective communication skills and interpersonal relationship to be able to have the ability to be a friend and to know when to be a friend. Emma, sometimes when we're having our menstrual cycle or you're even ovulation, that's the time wabufo bantem. Because bibi kakrebi, then you're not in the mood.
You're easily pissed off.
Thank you. That's when everything feels like, what are you even saying? Please. But that's when you need to be friendly. Because the outcome is what we're looking for. This is the working environment. And we're looking for that same thing, outcome, output, productivity. Unless you're able to communicate, you have effective interpersonal skills of friendliness. You would not be able to know when to talk, when to be friendly and not to be friendly. And friendliness, it takes wisdom. Yeah, Christopher first. Now, to say you're a Christian, the Bible says that if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of me. But before saying that, the Bible says that wisdom is the principal thing. Right. In all thy gettings. To say, unya bibia was asisukra na wisdom maya unyashi.
Exactly.
Because all of these things you're going to get, you have to apply wisdom to use them. So you have to ask for wisdom to know who, when, and how to relate with the word called friendliness. You have to know when to relate with somebody, when to say, this is friendship time. And how am I going to work with friendliness to accomplish the purpose for which I come to work? Another route of communication is confidence. Now, if you say you don't have friends, when can you bring confidence into the equation? Confidence. A lot of things must be said in confidence. But unimobia, how will you say things to them in confidence? Confidence has a lot to do with, I think, as a secrecy, but a lot of, this is the time to say this person can keep, not a secret, but something to hold on to for now until it is ready to come out. Right. There are people, when you talk to them, they are CNN. So if you want to sell your issue, tell it to them. But work needs to be done. So apply wisdom to when you're being confident about information, about data, when to release it. And all this is from mother communication. If you know how to communicate and when to communicate, it will tell you who to be confident with and who not to be confident with. And how is it going to work with that person? You should also have empathy. Empathy, we don't have some. It seems empathy is lost. Right now, everybody takes advantage of everybody. Now, when you say empathy, Who share will be shoe.
Yeah,
that is
putting
just all
yourself
you're
in
trying to
someone's
say.
shoes. Yeah.
That's it. How would this person feel at this point in time? When you know yourself, that's when you know somebody else. So you know yourself to the extent that, oh, if this lady was like me, when I'm in my menses, how does it feel like? I like to talk to people. Oh, this person didn't come to work. And please, to say this, I don't mean that you're taking advantage, Dodo. So somebody, you give them the benefit of the doubt and they be an NCO when you feel. On the NCO,
Yeah.
we like that too much. But it doesn't go to say, don't give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Have empathy for people. In the working environment, we all have challenges. Is somebody's lunch money.
Right.
So you think, oh, well, you lie. It will get to your turn one day. It may not be money related. It may be a certain issue that a colleague in the office can be able to help you with. If you have empathy, people will have it for you. Like we always say, do unto others as you want it done unto you. That is empathy. Feel their shoes. And let me give you one example. The fact that you have to sit in and cover for somebody. Not people who lie, people who have authentic situations. Empathy is when you know how they're feeling, or yare, onyem, enkoyi, and their situation is not an everyday situation. It's just a one-off.
Right.
Put yourself in their shoes. Waba late, we a boss. Utibisha any situation, or see me if you hospital neighbor, me could win accident, me yere, me boyfriend, me be saying, what is the situation? Why was shower one? What if it was me? Will he or she, will somebody else do it for me? How are they feeling at this point? Can I work in that situation? Empathy. It is so difficult to get around now because a lot of people take advantage of people and take advantage of the situation. Ghana hampo de ensure ba adenta utimi hu say ensure ne munaka kra bi kra ne madam please, it started raining in my area. So nimsa oh a city center. Wa free obi was city center. Akache amanipa na akache say ensure no
it's actually raining there.
Until that. Maybe ensure echo mog ensure adenta ensure na muna keke but ya friend akache ni say ensure 20 no. Woni wa hihye and waka che boss sa enye ensure ni 21 to me ama. Next time, those, you know what, the people you gang up with, they're the same people who give you up.
Who will betray you? Right. Yes, they will give you away.
So basically, let's apply wisdom, but it does not take away the fact that we need to empathize with people because the situations are real situations. We're human beings. Life can happen to anyone. It may not necessarily be money related. Okay. We should also be open-minded. In communication, you should be open-minded. Don't limit people because you don't know what happens next. Be open-minded. You should be ready for solutions from anybody because you don't have it all. So make sure that when the ideas come to people, don't feel gagged. Oh, may your boss, I'm the whatever. You shouldn't do that. Open yourself up for several solutions. It is out of that God guides us because he doesn't put it all to one head. He makes it available for other people. So you should be able to learn to take from other people the ideas. And please make yourself ready for taking from other people when they bring on the ideas. If you are a job owner, you're telling yourself that I cannot do this on my own.
Right.
This business was an idea given to me, but I would not be able to build it by myself.
Right.
If you want the business to outlive you and you want posterity to judge you as a good leader and a founder and CEO, you want to be able to be open-minded to ideas from other people. Now, I say, give me ideas, give me ideas.
Not at all.
You know, so let them bring the ideas. It shouldn't only be them building with the ideas, but sometimes you may not be the job owner. You're also a colleague in the office, just one of us. But you are leading a team, you're leading a project, you're in charge of something. Let people's ideas guide you. Be open-minded, but as Christians, first point of call, let the Holy Spirit guide you. It's very, very important because some of these people, you're open-minded and you become insensitive.
Yeah.
And they use somebody to drive in one crazy idea and you go making all the mistakes. Then you go telling God that, the idea nearby. But that is not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Open-minded, apply wisdom, be sensitive to the Holy Spirit is very important. Let us also be respectful. You respect everybody you meet. Yeah. Because like we have learned from growing up, the same people who you see climbing up are the same you see down. Exactly. And you will find that somebody is ugly with you, but they come back, you're coming back and you're walking the same routes and you would wonder. Now, let me put this across. There was this lady I worked for, and I had a master's before working for the lady. She let me do any nasty job, anything. Onyaka say, Monalisa, okwa will be for beba.
Yeah.
Oh, ono de. But you know what? Even her father knew her to the extent said, "Ne papa che mis car." Obeka chere me say, Monalisa, enka chere wo mami o. Oka chere wo mami asem beba. And I was only consulting for her. I wasn't doing a 8 to 5 job for her. I was just consulting, but I loved the job so much that there were days I could work the whole day there. And so people used to see me as one of her staff members, and she would insult me. She would say all the nasty things to me, but I respected her. Yeah. Now, I left there in 2017. And when I left, I think I was there for a little over a year. And I left because my time, I had other things on my hand and I didn't renew my consulting contract with her. I speak to some of her staff now and they keep saying, Madam, what one of the ladies, the manager there right now says, Madam, oh, if it had been Mona, she would have done it like this. And I said, she never said one day, she never, Adwa, she never mentioned my name in any good light. Everything, Monalisa, you have to go and do it like this. Okwa will be beba. Okwa will be beba. That was all she kept saying.
So now you left, and where is the OB?
Now, since I left, the people, nobody has lasted a year. The manager currently is 7 months old, and she's only there because she wanted to leave, but the lady's father died. So she just wants the burial to be over so that she can go away. But I'm saying this only to say that respect is very good. Respect is very, very good. Now she has come back to me recently to fix her daughter's CV for her. And I was there over a year. I never saw her CV, but I've left that place and I've seen her CV. I've actually worked on the CV. I didn't charge her kobo. I just wanted to see. Nani CV no kramami. Forget. Sami wo ni na e na ya se me one masters in unity no. Ontimi
you see.
First CV dey ready. No, but really, I'm only saying that respect is very important. Yeah. It might be that the person is even older than you, the person is younger than you, the person is poorer, richer. Give respect because when you take the curve, you don't know who you're going to meet.
Exactly.
So give respect. And finally, on communication, feedback. Everything we do needs a feedback. Now, I run quarterly programs for soft skills every quarter. And one thing I do is evaluation, just to hear from them. Yeah. Did I do the right thing? Did we do the right thing? What do you want us to add? Basically, those things. When you are in the office environment, it is a revolving relationship. If you're not getting feedback, you would think you're doing the right thing.
The right thing.
Only for you to realize that the part yes in near
exactly.
So feedback is very important if you want the environment of work to be successful. If you want to have great relationships, you may not have it all, please. But it does not mean that you shouldn't do the right thing. Do the right thing. Make sure you give feedback. Make sure you get feedback as well. Because as much as you are involved, you think, oh, maybe I'm the boss, so I don't care. That's what we normally do. If we're on top, we don't normally want the feedback. We want to be giving feedback to other people. They be now with their but one person will be a and it is not the right thing. Whatever you do, you give an assignment. If it is not good, let them know. If they do something for you, acknowledge them. Right. It's the right thing to do. Oh, wait, why am you? I come. It gets into their system. So manage it well. Feedback should be managed properly. There are people when you appreciate them too much, it gets into their system and they don't give off again. So you just, oh, you did very well. You don't go hugging them and, going the extra mile.
All those things,
But there's certain people who also need it to be able to boost their ego. When you do that, they will give more the next time round. So feedback is very essential when it comes to communication. Okay, the next soft skill I want to talk about, and please, if there are questions, I would want to see them in the
section.
Yes, please, or else, Adwa, Senia, you'll be my lawyer.
Right, now I'll do that. I think that probably when we get to the question and answer segment, some people might want to listen to you to the very end and then they come up with their question. Otherwise, as and when the questions come, I'll just refer them to you.
Right, okay, thank you very much. So I will move on to, in the office, a good soft skill to have apart from communication, which is the lifeblood, is adaptability. Now, in an office environment or in a working environment, whether it's remote or whatever, you should be able to have ability to adapt and be flexible. The world is such a place that if you think that you're going to be stuck here forever, if you were not adaptable, if you were not adaptable, how would you have managed? Because Obeka said, grass and
as I speak to you, it's very, very warm.
You see? So you see, but you have to adapt.
Yes.
You have to. That's what happens in the working environment. Today, it might be a messenger job, but you would know that. And if any nationality is listening, sorry, let me be biased, okay? Ghanaians are very adaptable. We're quite, well, Africans are adaptable, yes. But I'm speaking for my own. So Ghanaians are so adaptable to the extent that a professor can live here and be paying and he was holding an umbrella, which meant he was a security guard. And I was on holiday, so I had it. He was seriously holding an umbrella, and you go to the UK, you find them holding umbrella and opening gates for people to pass. They are just there, and I don't know what had happened at the time. I can't really tell. He was a lecturer, so I presumed that if he didn't have a doctorate, we didn't used to call him doctor, so I presume he wasn't a doctor then, but definitely he had a master's. So you have a master's, you work here as a lecturer, and then wako UK. Now we are security. It was shop, big shop anyway, big shop. But that's how adaptable the minds of people are. And I'm not saying go and demean yourself, but if that is what brings the money, unless of course it is anything negative, I'm talking in terms of work. Adaptability and flexibility is the ability to 1 minute you're able to clean the table, in another minute you're the boss. And me, when I open my doors, I don't care whether the cleaner is there. My offices are not very huge, except those washroom and weekends. I just feel like doing it. Sometimes pride enters us, which I mean, I understand. And sometimes the organization is overgrown, is outgrown you. So I understand that as well. But adaptable means that you can handle small and you can handle big. You can turn yourself inside out. You can whine and make the money. Now, when you are adaptable, you're able to accept surprises so that life does not hit you and you're dead. No. In the working environment, you could do nothing and be fired. And let's talk from the Christian perspective.
Yeah.
As a Christian, you expect that as much as you become dull in prayer, the spiritual is working against you. So there are things hanging in the spirit that want your downfall. So you could be fine. When it comes to your certificate, you are the best. You even have the best work experience, the longest in your organization. And yet you come to work Monday morning and you have been fired. What do? Nothing. Before following up, and I make a court and I labor law and I did. Yeah, you ready? Cratch it.
You've been fired.
Yeah, you ready? Brown envelope was a white envelope. And I hope you say in 45 minutes, pack your things. You can catch a train till the end of the day.
Right.
So adaptability accepts surprises. It doesn't make you a fool. You would look like you're a carefree person. A child of God should expect anything, but trust God for the best. But you should accept surprises. You should show calm and confidence. That's one of the things we don't really, we all have adaptable people. They are calm. When the thing happens, I mean, so life happens. What can you do really? That's what you're telling yourself. It doesn't mean you're stupid, excuse me to use that word. It only means that in your heart, you can tell yourself that life happens. Anything is possible. You're confident about it. Adaptable means that in case one of those lives happen to you, in case your position is changed, you can manage.
Yeah.
In case they say, go to this office today, you're transfer. Master, you're transfer. And what can you do? You now come and be doing woo, 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 woo. No.
Even if you have to lobby for it, it will have to take some time.
It will take some time. Whatever you're going to do, you have to stay calm. But that is only for people who are adaptable. Adaptable people they look like, shame family. But it's because they know that whatever it takes, I will get to where I'm going. That's just the person. They have become alternative solution people. Yes, they're people who, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan Z. They know that whatever happens, this one could happen, this one could also happen, but this is my way out of it. I will come back here, but they stay calm and collected and they have alternative solutions. It doesn't mean that you should always, some people have alternative solutions and they are bad. Some of the alternative solutions, they're not very good solutions.
Ulterior motives.
Please, no, I'm not advocating for that as well. It's not the best. Have alternative solutions that bring solution for the work environment so that even if you're transferred, you don't go to Nogopo or Akonedi or no. Go to work and find your way back. This is where I want. This is where I've gotten. If I've been taken from here and I want to come back, I will work my way back. Those are the kind of solutions we're talking about. You should also accept new roles. Adaptable people accept new roles. In your mind, when you're given a transfer, take it as an opportunity from God to get you to your next destination. But those are for alternative mentality people. Why not doing say a background noa, we see noa, a yes say ya, may yes, you're cool and calm. You're confident. You accept surprises, but you accept new roles as well. When it is given to you, don't get angry about it. And please, even when you get angry at the amount, what would you do? It's a work environment. You have been asked to do a job. Would you do it? Would you not do it? Basically, you should consider those things. Another soft skill that I will talk about, which is very essential for us, is strong work ethics. In the work environment, I'm sure we all know that anyway. We all be able to say, I said, work ethics. It's true, but people have taken advantage of it, like punctuality. We're not punctual because papa eduma, mami eduma. We krasen omutia me. One year eduma ne die. Na wonye no. Until you got the job, then you decided that enyo papa eduma, enyo mami eduma. Nye yakra ni say ye nyina so yesan ye Christopher. That's a bad part of it. We all would go to church, and yet on Monday morning, when we go to work, we're not punctual. We're waiting for the rain to show a certain color, so that we would say, because even when the storm is nigh, you cannot say, oh, it's storming, so I cannot come to work. Really? Please pay yourself. It's very simple.
It makes sense.
That's it, you see. So here, you have to be punctual. Child of God, please, child of God is not only in the Bible. Child of God is not only when we're praying. Child of God is when you're doing the work that has been given to you. The Bible says, do it as if it were unto the Lord. Be punctual. Be punctual unto the Lord. Yes, late. There be. So when you're going to work, unless you have found another job you're going to, or it is your own job that you want to ruin, please be punctual. When we say be professional, what are we saying? Professional, some of us, we don't know how to look good to work. Eish. Professional means look official. Yan will be a sea force ye see force. Then your pa, wash man shall be brady, but at least ye me touch him. It was professional. Some of us would say, well, it's casual and is all of that, it's trendy, but it's not professional. Please don't wear it to work. Others come to work and eat in the office. It is not professional. Work ethics. Please. Some of the ladies want to show everything. It is not professional. Your office can be in the market. It is your office. Please treat it professional. Your office is not where you bring gossip. Emano, please, let's stop that. You can go for lunch and go and gossip there. Don't bring unprofessional to your office. Emana ye ton ade wo market no. I don't know why we do that. Ye was shop. Shop no de office. We don't consider it as the office. Why is it that you make all that money from that same place? It takes care of you, the rest of the family, and when now their contributions and kakrakra. But you're not able to treat it as your office because obisi what the ton ade would do, what the shop will be now, baby. One like actually, and then this cannibal.
Yeah, that's your office.
It's the same thing. That's the same thing we're doing. So office, whether it's in the market, in a small shop, it's on a one of these open tops, it's your office. And please, let's remember this. They say that you are what? are dressed by how you dress. I think when I heard that, I loved it a lot. And let me just reiterate it to you. Me, if I was just shelling something and selling, it will be my office. And Fahim, that's where I earn my lot. So be professional and don't let people bring anopa abo 8. Na fe ne de dokono aba besi wo poano. Ye biem. Wo shop your own office. Afe ne aba by your name, you be document.
No way.
Professional. And you want somebody to call that place your office? No. But if somebody dressed, and I saw this here, I was looking for it to let it show. I don't know, maybe some other time. There was this guy who was selling eggs.
I watched it on YouTube I was so carried away.
I'm so looking for that guy to just buy his egg. I don't buy eggs. He was selling it and he loved what he was doing. And he had packed it. Yeah, packed it. And it's nicely packed. And you feel good. You want to eat all from him. You see how he wants to be addressed? So you don't say, Kosiara, Braha, wow, friend, Ukraine, ferry. He's in suit. Yeah. He's carried his office on his head. And you know what? The corporate people agree for him to bring. They'll write there boldly, don't sell here. But that guy comes to their canteen and gives them the egg. And they even forget that he's selling the eggs. Cooked egg with pepper and onion. And it is 1 CD, 30 pesos. Hey! And
professional egg.
Professional. Or the DB so.
Yeah.
I think he had all these names, but that is his profession. He's decided that he's branded himself. I saw a Nigerian guy who sells akara. And this is a master's holder because he wasn't getting a job. He decided, well, that's the way forward. Now he's glassed the akara. He's nicely glassed it. And he sells it, and it's in a small place, but people come there to buy. And you see, your sohun line is like going to Auntie Muni Wache here in Ghana.
Exactly.
Yes, we queue to go and buy Kosi. Are they? But that's the professional touch we add. So please, market women, stores are no fun. It's all your office. Make it professional and let people treat it professional. Don't eat kenke in the morning and spread it all over your office and then one snack. No, please don't do that. And for those of us working in where we think, oh, that's the main office, no, please dress decent, dress well. Emano, you said night gown and fanko office, and you worm. No, please. Where as much as so, those who wear it, please allow them. But if you're hearing the sound of my voice, professional is professional. And dressing is one of them. Showing your cleavage does not add anything to the option. It only brings unwarranted flies to you. Those flies don't take you home. So professional as much as possible is very essential. Create a work-life balance. What is a work-life balance? See, I'll give you one example. There was this lady who used to teach with us. She was a lecturer too. She used to die for my school. Everybody knew Miss Ochre. But the day she died, that Friday, she went to deliver and died.
Madam Vida.
Yes, somebody taught her course. I was actually taking one course like that in the morning. And her class was the next class. And she was supposed to come for the class. She didn't come. The school was all, hey, I see Miss Ochre, Miss Ochre. Yeah. Somebody, I don't know how they did it, but the class needed to go on. I think it was all these mathematics, one of those mathematics courses. And it was taught pepe. So if you think that, madam say you're professional. Yes, professional is good. You will not die for your job, please. Have a balance between work and your normal life. Do you know, family is all we have. Ajua remembered me. You know why? And she, I'm sure if she knew I was going to say this, she would say no. We have known each other for so long. It's been that part of the equation, I would not bring it in. But we have known each other for so long, eh? It's so long. We grew up together. It's weird. If we didn't have any form of relationship, apart from the fact that school and all, you know. So have your life and have work. Create a balance. I don't say don't give work the ultimate. Give work what is due work.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says you give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. If you have a family, give them what is worth them. Me personally, I stopped doing industry work for a bit because I have, my kids are now growing. So I don't want to shed that part of their life away. And I have boys. I love the fact that they are now growing and I want to be in their life. So Monday to Sunday. Now sorry. I have to share it just for their sakes. When it comes to a certain part of my life again, I would pick it up. But at least for those of you who have to do all of that, make the time for the family. It's very important. Make the time for friendships. You will never get them. There are friendships that are more than blood. And it has helped transform the lives of people. Create time for these people you have in your life. They are your social networks. They are what holds you together when you become an employed party. You
see?
There are times you even have the money, but and they will be the ones. So work-life balance. Create left, right, and be in the middle. But make sure you give it all what is due. Give to work and give to this place. It's not difficult to do if you apply wisdom. We can say, oh, equation. But no. On a more serious note, the people in our lives demand us as much as work demands us, but apply wisdom to both parties. Make time for work and make time for family and friends. They're very important. I would want to say that if you finish your work on time, you become an efficient person. When you want to have strong work ethics, you should think about time management. It is very, very important so that I'm here and I'm looking at my time. I think I have, if we're doing 1 hour, 48, so 4:48
You have
here
about
in
12
GH.
minutes.
That's it. So I'm kind of rounding up, and I know that time management is very essential if you want to make it in this life. And in the business environment, whether you own a business or you work for somebody, you should be able to manage time very efficiently. It's very important. You should also be focused. If you are focused, if you manage time, it makes you focus. But it is only when you're focused, you know where you're going. So I'm looking at my time as I work with this. And I am focused on meeting, at least if I even have 10 minutes to do question and answers, I know that I've done the right thing, because in all of it, I want all of this to go across, but I also want people to take something out of it. So be focused. It is essential. It gets you to where you want to go to. Focus is the vision. Focus is, where do I want to go? Where is my arrival point? And strong work ethics, whether you own the business or not, would get you to a destination that you are focused on. I don't know, but somebody would ask, how do these things come about? When you talk about soft skills, one thing I know is you have seen something about someone, you love it. You like somebody's time management. Time management, you have to work on it. You like the way somebody communicates. What do? You learn it. You copy the people. You keep doing it. Imitate it. If it's the wrong thing, you let it go. I mean, it's only the right things we see and want to do. So do it, keep doing it. Probably write it down, imitate it. And these days there's the internet. So the internet will help you a lot. You can let the internet guide you. You read resources, find resources and read on that area. You should be able to at least work yourself out in that area of improving on whatever skill that you have seen and you want to. And then make, if you can keep kind of a journal on it. When you make a pass, like you get to a certain grade on what you're seeing on yourself, you should be able to know, oh, today I made a stride. I dressed well. Somebody says I look well. Wow, it means I'm trying. Keep it up. It may be difficult from the beginning, but keep it up. I believe that once you make a stride on it, you should be able to build on it and get better. But it's something you have to keep telling yourself, I want to do, and make an effort at doing it. That is when you improve on what you have. Finally, let me say that I love Mark Twain, and I wrote that one down because it's me come at dream. Okay, so Mark Twain says that keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Now, when you want to practice on soft skills, you find that when you decide to listen to people, they are like, hey, we'll be sharing a before crowd, one can you are lying. Please don't listen to them. Keep away from those little people. They belittle your ambitions. And ambitions are such that if you listen to people like that, you will not keep going up. You won't get better at the soft skills you want to learn and get better in. You know, small people always do that. That's because they want you to stay at where you wanted to. You have backslidden and they want you to be there, or you haven't backslidden, you are just there and they want you to stay there. Those are small-minded people. Don't take them at all. Don't take anything from them. Move on to the level you want to get to. Okay, it makes you become great only when you keep doing it one step at a time, taking note of it, correcting yourself, and moving on to the level you want to get to. I'm sure you will applaud yourself one day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, wonderful people. The topic we were discussing today is soft skills for better working relationship. And my guest for today, as beautiful as you see her, is the person of Dr. Mrs. Monalisa Kafui Annenu. She is the founder and CEO of Mondes HR Fit. It is located in Hajo Ekomok, Accra, Ghana. If you want to put up a professional CV or a resume, a professional one, then she is the best person to go to. She will put her number right away. She will put it there. And then if you want to contact them, please do. Do not hesitate. She has given us a wonderful presentation, and I want to believe that you have a lot of questions going on in your mind. Please do not hesitate to bring them on board. So I am waiting to get your questions. You can either lift your hand up or you can simply type it in the chat section or column, and then we will, give it back to her to address the issue. So there was this one question I personally would want to ask. It has to do with communication and feedback. I find myself in a working environment where I think, and then there is something I want to know, or there is an information I need for me to, move on with my work. And then this colleague is not forthcoming, no matter how hard I try. in this sense, what do I do? Am I supposed to report the person? I mean, how do I go about it so that there is no hard feelings?
Thank you. Okay, there are times you see you will tread. This is teamwork. So you're either going to find the solution to the problem and have a shared appreciation. So acknowledgement should be across board. You don't do it to get acknowledgement, self-acknowledgement. So you're going to do it because it's teamwork. You're going to do it and then you bring it and all of us share the credit. Because you are waiting and your boss is going to be on all your necks. So the best thing to do is find the solution if you already know the solution, or go looking for it and let's share the glory. It's always better like that.
Okay, so for those of us who are entrepreneurs, those of us who own businesses, if you have questions regarding how you would relate to your employees, this is the best grounds for you to do that. I know that some people amongst us are trying to set up their own businesses. Others have already done that. If you happen to find yourself working for somebody, like she said, and you have any concerns, please go ahead. I see Mrs. Tete's hand up. Mrs. Tete, please, if you can hear me, unmute yourself and put your question across.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, so it's not a question, it's just to buttress what our speaker is saying. It is to do with the transfer. You know, when you're working somewhere and you get a transfer, I personally reckon you go. It is, if not 95% a blessing, then I don't know what to say again. I am like, I was working somewhere and I got a transfer and I had to go. It was actually a chook from someone that I wasn't actually happy about it. I cried, I did everything. Yeah. I actually fought and I didn't want to go. But trust me, and it was a I am a teacher. So yeah, I went to another campus and it was a blessing. I was meant to, and I was working hard at the first campus. When I went to the second campus, I was given a position that I didn't have to do anything. I had a big envelope. I had a big file just to be, you know, it was a middle leading position now. Instead of mere teaching, it was a middle leading position. And I had to just be, you know, be doing appraisals, be watching people. And I was just walking on campus doing nothing for a full year. I was blessed. So if you're working somewhere and you're giving a transfer, it might be a blessing. I don't want to say it might be a blessing. It's actually a blessing and it is a learning curve. So I encourage everyone to move on. And with regards to timing and punctuality, if you are known for punctuality and timing in everything, in attending a meeting, in attending, you know, work and everything, just be known for your punctuality. That takes you to places. I just want to add to what you have said. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's a wonderful testimony, so to speak. I mean, take opportunity for transfers. I remember when I was first, I used to work with the Ghana National Fire Service. I was transferred to Kumasi and I cried every single day. I wanted my mom to come back for me. So if you are transferred and you cry, all that it tells you is that you are not maturing enough. You are not accepting to mature. So when the transfers come, please accept them as it is, and then, you know, take the opportunities. There are better things out there. I went to Kumasi and then came back, you know, very strong. So I think that I agree with Dr. Monalisa as well as Mrs. Tete. Yeah. So Doc, do you want to add anything?
Oh, that's about it. Okay, so you introduced the name of my company, but so as much as we do CV services, we provide human resource services as well. So we recruit, we train. Training is my heart. So we train, we do all the other services of HR as well, but we're definitely known for CV service provision. Thank you.
Right, that's good. And Dr. Mrs. Monalisa happened to be my HR lecturer in the university. Yeah, she's so full of humor, but very, very strict, very disciplined. Yes, she will not take her lectures for granted at all. And she's a wonderful person. And beloved, I want you to know that this program is a proud initiative and also sponsored by Prophetess Rhoda Anna of Manifestation of Holiness. Manifestation of Holiness meet on the same platform from Mondays to Fridays. In the mornings, we have the morning raw. It starts from 12 a.m. US time, 4 a.m. Ghana time, 5 a.m. UK time, and 6 a.m. Europe time. And then on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we meet in the evenings, 12 p.m. US time, 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. UK time, and 6 p.m. Europe time. So if you would want to join us to worship, we want to strengthen ourselves in the things of God, it's been posted in the chat. You can go there, have a look. We have a WhatsApp, group. You can also click on the link. I'm sure it's been shared. You click on it and it will take you right up to the WhatsApp platform. This is the CS show. We meet every Sunday, 12 p.m. US time, 4 p.m. Ghana time, 5 p.m. Europe, UK time, and 6 p.m. Europe time. We discuss issues of life, just like we did today. So join us every Sunday. Please invite your family and friends. You realize that this program we did today, today's episode is very educative. If you have intentions of owning your own company, your own business, this will go a long way to help you in, as to how to relate with your employees. And if you are working for someone, I am sure it has helped me. I mean, I have learned so many things from what the doctor said. It will help you to relate to others in the office. You wouldn't have issues. You would know how to address them. And like I said, if you have any, work relationship problems, doctor is available. She has shared her number and contact there. Contact her and she will help you out. If you seek to organize any trainings, you find it so difficult to do, please contact her and she will be of great help. I'm sure it might not be free, it might attract some fee, but when you talk to her, she will be in the position to help. I also want to take this opportunity to make a request that if you want to sponsor this program, this show, you are welcome to do that. If you want to sponsor the CS show, you are so welcome to do that. We also go live on Facebook. You can watch us on Facebook live as well. So if anybody has any questions, any concerns whatsoever, please bring it on board. We have about 5 minutes. We want to take about 10 minutes of the time. 5 more minutes. Bring your questions and concerns on board, and then she would do justice to it. I want to acknowledge a few people on board. I see Hannah Walker Bannerman. Hannah, you are so welcome. Mrs. Akolache, you are here. Thank you so much for joining in. Madam Stella, you are also with us. Debbie is with us. Alfred is with us. Anna, Cynthia, you are also with us. Auntie Comfort is here. Debbie, Fred. Let me see. Who else is with us? Mami Efua is with us. Sister Liz Senna is with us. Linda is with us. Mildred is here. Dr. Nadia Banfo is with us. Nanama Ahenkai, thank you so much for the wonderful work you are doing there. We have our own Prophetess Rhoda Anna, she's doing a wonderful work, behind closed doors. Mommy, thank you so much. You are so selfless. God bless you. I have Dr. Shasha. My own Dr. Shasha is here with me. My brother Frank Ofori joined us. Thank you, Frank, for tuning in. Auntie Tori is also with us. Mama Rebecca, you are so wonderful. I love you people so much. Without you, this program wouldn't have been successful. I want you to invite your family and friends. Come next week, somebody else will be coming on. Bring your family and friends. Let them come and enjoy what you are also enjoying. Doctor, we would definitely want to have you back on the program. We definitely would want to have you back on the program. So put yourself together. You are coming back. Okay. Is there anything you would want to say finally before we close?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I remember this was like in Kaimpo when you first told me about it. It was like, one of those things when you just say and you hope they materialize, you pray about it and trust God that the right things happen. And I'm grateful that you gave me the opportunity. I want to say, this is a beautiful platform. We pray that God keeps it going and God provides sufficiency for whatever it takes to bring it to pass. And I want to also thank everybody present. It's not easy to put a lot of data aside to do this, especially out here where you have to buy the data and it's not like a monthly payment or anything like that. So I want to say thank you so much and God richly bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Monalisa. Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you so much. Stay blessed and stay safe. Same do I want to tell all of you. I want to see you next week. So please stay safe and stay blessed. We are meeting same time next week. My name is Lena. You can call me Ajwa. I am the host for the CS show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. God bless you.